Hello. So I wanted to bring you inside my tent for today's video. Um, the weather here has been incredibly cool, so there really hasn't been any point in doing another how to beat the heat video because it has not been hot at all. It's been very spring-like, end of winter, beginning of spring, even though we're officially into summer now. So, anyways, so I wanted to bring you inside the tent and give some tips and advice. I was just listening on the news this morning, and they were talking about how, there's this coming wave of evictions and people being shut out of their housing. Now, one of the things that's going to be really hard for people is if they have children, because currently our laws are structured in such a way that unless you're in traditional housing, you can't have your children taken away from you. And I do think that those are definitely some laws that should be visited. So write to your elected leaders, write to your congressperson, and let them know that if you cannot avoid eviction, that should not mean having your family torn apart. So that's just that bit there that I wanted to talk about. So my children are grown. This is not the first time that I have struggled with housing, being able to afford housing. One of the things that is very difficult for some people to understand, and that's kind of why I'm making these videos, one, to help people who are in this situation, two, to reduce or eliminate the stigma around homelessness, sort of the way the media portrays homeless people as mentally ill, on drugs, shiftless, that sort of thing. That's not what the majority of homeless people are like. So we call ourselves NomadicMicroLiving. Nomadic meaning that, we travel from place to place. Micro, much smaller than the tiny house movement. And living because, this is living. So, anyways. So I wanted to bring you in my tent and give you some advice on keeping your tent, the inside of your tent, clean. Because we're not camping in the traditional sense of like hiking the Appalachian Trail or whatever through hikers enjoy doing or any of that. So if you are fortunate enough to find a place where you can set up your tent permanently, your items will be secure. You don't have to worry about anybody messing with your stuff while you're at work or whatever. This is advice for you. Now, if you're having to take down your tent every morning and pack your things up and take it with you to work, this will still pertain to you on some level, but the process of packing up your tent, packing up your things, it does shift things just a little bit, and we'll go over that eventually, but this isn't that video. So what I'm talking about right now is how to keep your tent clean and organized, because when you're in such a small space, you do want to keep things organized. Now, the number one thing is to reduce the amount of items that you are carrying. That's why I keep my clothing to 2 pairs of jeans, 3 work shirts, 3 t-shirts that have our work logo on it. I have 3 bras. I have underwear for every single day of the week, and I have socks for every day of the week. Those are the only 2 exceptions where I'm not reducing the amount of clothing that I have. So I cycle through the limited clothing items through the week as needed. We all spill stuff on ourselves, get crumbs on our shirt. Maybe we had a particularly stressful day and we sweated the armpits out. Maybe we forgot to put deodorant on, or whatever reason, that shirt is just not going to be sanitary wearable pleasant to be in, pleasant for other people to be around you. So all of these things, you know, that you would normally take into consideration when you're in traditional housing, you still take into consideration here. But how to do that? So I will be creating a blog, and I will be linking to it when time allows. So one of the things that I don't have yet is I don't have a laptop, and I've never been one of those people that can do all that editing and typing and everything through my phone. It's just not going to happen. So I have a computer. It's in storage, waiting for a home when I get in one again. But for now, I'm just letting you know that there will be a blog, there will be other bits of information, you know, things you can print out, reminders, that sort of thing. So, but for now, this is just a video log of my journey, things I've learned, and things that I would like to share with you. Again, these are all things that work for me. I think they will work for you, but you are certainly welcome to share in the comments on this video if you have any other ideas and suggestions. So that being said, let's move along. So the first thing is, you know how like when you are in your traditional home and your sheets kind of smell funky, okay? So, you know, we wash our bedclothes, you know, once a week, or some people, whatever their schedule is, and that's personal, it's up to them. But keeping your tent clean is important, and sanitary, and it's just good hygiene. So sleeping bags, let me show you my sleeping bag here. So I have this sleeping bag that I got from Amazon, and it's a Soul Out sleeping bag. It's just a standard two or three season sleeping bag, not really rated for the extreme cold weather, but it's perfect for, you know, the cooler evenings. And then I also bought and this one I'm not as thrilled with. It's a outdoors nature hike sleeping bag. It's a down sleeping bag, but I used this down sleeping bag exclusively when I first started Nomadic Microliving during the end of winter, and I spent more nights freezing in this than anything. So this is really not, I mean, I bought what I thought was rated for not the extreme cold, but still something that would keep me toasty on colder nights, and this was not it. So we'll do some product reviews later down the road. But okay, so goose down sleeping bags, shouldn't wash those. The down will get clumped up, it won't spread out evenly, the loft will be ruined, and so what is an okay sleeping bag will then be completely useless. So you will have spent that money on a down sleeping bag and ruined it. Traditional sleeping bags like the Soul Out that I have, that I have laundered this one, but they're not intended to be washed weekly, monthly, you know, like once in a blue moon. So how do you keep these things clean? How do you keep them from getting that funk that we all produce? So couple tips. When you get into your tent for the evening, take off your sock, you know, don't bring your shoes into the tent. Keep them outside the tent, underneath the vestibule. I'll show you. I'll show you where I keep my shoes. So I have this vestibule here, and that allows me a little bit of extra space. But there's my shoes. They're chilling out on this this plastic thing here, and they're protected from the rain with this. And I think we just got a bug in here. I'm very careful about not letting bugs in. So that's where I keep my shoes. So take off my shoes, set them out there, take off my socks, and then I wipe down my feet with a body wipe. So, wash your feet every evening, either before or after you get into the tent. Wash your feet, okay? Number one source of odors is your feet. That will get into your sleeping bag. It will get in to your clothing. It'll be in the air. The tent will smell funky. Wash your feet, okay? Now, the other thing that is important is to wash any other areas of your body that collect odor. So behind your ears, you're going to wash behind your ears. You're going to wash the back of your neck. You're going to wash under your armpit, wash your armpits, under your arms, your belly button. You're going to wipe that out. So these are just some nightly little rituals that you need to do. Now you're using your nomadic micro-living. You don't have access to a shower. You don't have access to a bathroom. So you use body wipes. You wipe your body down. I just buy whatever I like the smell of, I like the look of, whatever's on sale. I just get one pack and I use that pack throughout the week. And at the end of the week, I get another pack if I need it. In the hot summer days when you're sweating, you'll definitely go through more of those than you will on cooler days. So, the feet. Definitely wipe those down. That will cut down on the smells significantly, if not almost eliminate them entirely. Now, the other thing is you have Febreze. Okay? Not sponsored. This I bought from the Dollar Tree. So you will get this stuff, and in the morning when you leave your tent, just give this a little spritz. Let's do its job during the day, and then when you come back to a nice smelling tent. No stink, okay? And that's really important because you really don't want that smell to get into your bedding, into your clothes, into anything you have, and it will. The odors will land there and absorb. So, I just keep that right there. Now, one of the other things that I do to eliminate odors, cross odors, and to keep my clothes clean is I keep all of my clothes, I store them in individual bags, okay? Ziploc bags. So all of my clothes have a bag. These are my pants. This is a sports bra. So socks and underwear go in sandwich bags. Bulkier items go in the quart or I can't remember what this is, if it's a quart or, yeah, it goes in a bigger bag. And then there's these giant bags. I found these at the Dollar Tree. They're for like storing watermelon or some, at least that's what they had on the picture on the box. Storing some kind of like larger fruits and stuff. So just another Ziploc bag. Store your jeans in there. So all your clothes are going to be divided up into plastic bags. When you do your laundry, when you're at the laundromat doing your laundry, take the empty bags with you, sort your clothes, fold them up, put them in the plastic bags, pack them in your backpack. Laundry's done. Once a week you do laundry. Because you're nomadic micro-living and because you're having to carry your home on your back, you don't want to be weighed down carrying unnecessary things. So if you're a working professional like I am, you have to look decent in the workplace. You have to look presentable. So there are things you're going to do. Now, one of the things that I'm doing to save money is I'm not renting hotel rooms because I don't want to spend that money when I could be using it to save up for a house. So I'm not renting hotel rooms every weekend. I'm doing it once a month. Now, I do have access to a shower at my work. It's not something that I use that often because I'm not comfortable using the shower at work. I just don't feel 100% comfortable doing that. Not that it's not a safe environment. Very nice people, no problem. But I don't like I don't like it. I'm just not comfortable. So, so before COVID-19, it was my intention to get a gym membership at a 24-hour fitness, and after work, go work out at the gym for a little while, take a shower, go back to the campsite, bada boom, bada bing, showered. So it was my intention. It was my intention to shower every day. So since COVID-19 happened, I had to really research and rethink how to do my hygiene. So the body wipes. That's where the body wipes come in. Really relied heavily on the body wipes. So hair. How to keep your hair clean. I use dry shampoo. I keep dry shampoo in it every day. I comb it out. I brush it out every day. And then when I rent the hotel room, that's when I wash my hair. So one of the things that I have noticed is that my hair does not get as greasy as it did in the beginning. And so I am able to go longer between shampoos than I was before. Before I had to wash it at least once a week, and then it was twice a week, and right now I'm at a solid month, and it's definitely, this weekend is rent a hotel room weekend, so yay. Anyways, so keep your body clean, wipe down your face, hit the main points where bacteria will build up, because that's what's causing the smells, the bacteria. Behind the ears, armpits, if you're a woman, under the breasts, belly button, feet. So as soon as you get in the tent, take off your socks. Wear a clean pair of socks every single day. Do not reuse your socks, okay? Take care of your feet, keep them dry, keep them clean, moisturize, powder, and that is really going to keep your tent fresh as a daisy, and that's what you want. So this is your home, and you just have to be creative about how you take care of it. So yes, you still have chores, you still have to clean. Every weekend I clean it out, go through stuff, find things to get rid of, that sort of thing. I've been listening to the, what is his name, John Green or some guy. He's doing this thing where he only has like was it 22 or 11, somewhere between 22 and 11 items or personal possessions. You know, one's a laptop, one's the sticker on the laptop, that sort of thing. So he's doing this thing where it's something he chose to do. Now, I didn't choose this lifestyle. I didn't choose to come out and do this, but before COVID-19, the rents were going up, so even without COVID-19, I still would be doing this. Although I would be doing this a lot more comfortably if I had access to a gym every day, and I could go chill at a restaurant and sit on the patio and have a drink and listen to music. Yes, that would be much more comfortable than just kind of sitting here in the tent, watching YouTube videos. But that, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video, keep it short and sweet. So, to sum up, I will be starting a blog to make what I'm talking about in these videos in written format, so you can have something to reference and refer back to, rather than sitting and listening to 20 or 25 minutes of me rambling. But also, watch the videos if you can, subscribe. Please like the videos and share it with your friends, especially with this stuff happening with COVID-19. So many people are going to be without a home, and the stigma around homelessness, you know, needs to end. Are there mentally ill homeless people? Yes, there is. Are there homeless people who have drug addiction problems? Yes, there are. Those do not make up the majority of the people who are homeless. The majority of the people who are homeless don't report that they are homeless because they are couch surfing. They're living out of their car. They're doing so many things. They're working full time. And just how ridiculous is that, to work full time, to work 2 jobs and still not be able to afford rent and any kind of lifestyle. So I'm not 100% on how to solve these problems, but we definitely have to work towards some solutions. And I'm learning, and I hope you will join me in that journey. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nomadic Micro Living.